Can you see it?
Yes.
See it?
Yes.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Sub 40 challenge has started, and right now actually the weather is really nice and cool. It's like 62 degrees, so it's really like a good weather for this attempt. When I actually attempted this last year, I was actually very positive going to the race. Actually just did not really have a really good start.
Oh,
So
we need that first lap.
when that, of course, like that gun went off, at the start is always very chaotic, and a lot of people are just really passing me, and like it was like everyone is definitely just trying to get like the nice position so that you can have like a little bit space for yourself. And for me, it was just really trying to stay relaxed, of course, for the first like couple minutes of the race. But I was just really having trouble really trying to get that real nice rhythm. And that's actually really something that I also like struggle during training. And I'm not just really familiar like running like the sub 40 pace. So my plan coming to the race was basically just to try to find a group and hang with them, for like, that's basically like I'm just trying to find a group that can run the pace like evenly or efficiently. So that's actually I did. Good thing I actually found a nice group of runner, like I would say like what, 3 or 4 of them, and they were definitely running the pace and just stuck behind them, and yeah, we were running the pace pretty good, but that pace actually did not last very long. I would say they only held it for like maybe a mile or so, and after that the pace was just drastically like slowing down. As far as I remember, it was probably like 10 or 15 seconds off the pace, and at that point, like I had to make a decision, because if I have to stay in this group, so that means that I have to negative split the second half of this run, which is gonna be very, very hard for me, because at this point I am not even comfortable running the pace. Like I don't really know how to pace this well. But yeah, I just decided, I said like I just have to run by myself, because it's gonna be even harder for me to stay in this group and try to run way faster the second half of this. So I ran basically the race on my own, and it was not easy at all, because like I said, I was not really good at like pacing myself. And then I think I was approaching 5k, and when I was actually already like, I would say like 20 seconds off the pace. And of course for me that's very discouraging, because I'm just only halfway of this run, and I'm even like off the pace now. So
lap 3, and he's still going.
Yeah, for me, I was just really having a bad day, and I just could not get the nice rhythm,
Nothing can stop him. Not summer gym, not cold weather, not
or I just
traffic.
could not get where I should be at to feel a little bit more comfortable. And at that point of the race, I really had a doubt in my mind that,
He's a
you know,
lightning man.
I think I'm not gonna be able to do this today because,
He didn't hear me.
I'm only halfway of the race and I'm not even on track, to run sub 40 pace. But I said, like, it doesn't really matter. Now I have to do all my best. I'm gonna stop, check in my watch, and then I'm just gonna run the race. I'm just gonna feel my body and just do pretty much, I can to, and see how I can do. Like, just try to run as hard as possible and see, what will happen. And when and then there's like a big realization that the second half of this run is not gonna be easy. It's because I actually run, like, the second half of the course. I actually ran that a lot before, and I know that the second half is gonna be a lot harder. There will be like major hills, and I said, this is not gonna be good at all. And I was just like, this could not be really happening.
1 mile down.
So you see there, the first mile, I ran 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Like, so my first mile was actually a lot faster than the pace that I should be running at. About 15 seconds or more faster. But at this point, I'm not actually too worried about that, because for me, when I start the race, I just really want to get that really nice stride in my legs and feel my body, just try to get that nice flow. So I am not really trying to purposely like push the pace. For me, I'm just trying to get that nice rhythm, trying to get that nice flow of my legs and my body. But at the same time, I'm not like too stressed about it or like pushing the pace to get that. For me, it's just really trying to get that nice rhythm and trying to control myself. And at this point, like I said, like, I'm not pushing the pace. I am just really like trying to stay as comfortable as possible, but at the same time, I'm getting that really nice flow, of this run. So now back into my story. At that point of the race, I was from trying to reach my goal, actually now to just trying to survive and finish this race now. I was really struggling. For me, that was actually something, like, I would say, like, my biggest mistake, that I did not really do my deep research on the course. I normally would really research the course very well. I think it would be like pretty flat, but I was wrong, because
He's starting to break a
the
sweat.
course was definitely not flat at all. It was,
60 degrees out.
and
Keeping up a good pace.
honestly speaking, I was actually like really amazed, like how they can actually make
It looks like he's maintaining a good pace, but only the
a
watch will
course
tell.
like this, like lots of hills, because I ran like a marathon, or that like the course was actually a lot like flatter than the 10K race that I did, and it just blew my mind.
Look at those legs turning and churning. The asphalt's burning.
But anyway, like, it was of course my biggest mistake of not doing my research on the course, and I'm not making any excuses, because like why I did not hit my goal for that attempt. It's definitely my duty, of course, to do all this research. And if I would say, if probably I knew that the course would be a little bit harder, more hills, I probably could have prepared a lot better. But yeah, that's definitely a lesson learned for me. Even like shorter races, like shorter than the marathon race, I definitely need to do my research, and I know that it's not, I'm just not gonna assume it's gonna be flat. So when I reached that about like 5 mile of that run, I was trying to calculate the pace where I'm at, and at that point I said, like, if I can actually run this pace my last mile, I think I can still get it. I think I can still break 40. But they actually saved the best for last. I was about a kilometer to the finish line in this one major hill. I said, I can't believe it. So I said, like, I'll just do my best, try to climb this hill as good as possible, try to climb this hill very well, and then just give everything there to the finish line. So that's what I did, and I just hammered it down. I stopped on the top of the hill, and then I just really gave everything, and I actually almost passed out at the finish line because I was so done before that last stretch of that run. So yeah, I ran like 40 minutes and 32 seconds. I did not reach my goal that day, but you know what? Still very, very happy of the time, because that's basically my PR. And of course, like, I did not totally fall apart. It was like 32 seconds off the pace, and yeah, I'm still very glad, of my time. And for me, that's still a really good PR for me. So, and I definitely learned a lot from that race. So I just passed like mile 2, and I ran 6 minutes and 16 seconds. And at this point, I'm actually just really trying to like settle down now, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable, and at this point, I'm getting like a really nice rhythm now. And yeah, I'm just feeling good at this point, trying to click those, like trying to stay within the pace that I should be at, and I'm feeling good at this point. And the shoes that I'm actually wearing like racing flats. The only problem with the shoes, they don't really have a lot of cushion. They're just very light and fast, but there's no protection at all. And coming to this attempt, I actually really thought or considering like different pair of shoes, because I actually had a really horrible injury like about a year ago, and I ran one of like half marathons back in April, and I definitely blew up my knee, like my left knee, torn my meniscus, and it was just really like a nightmare. And it did like took a long time for me to really to recover from that injury. I had like an on and off progress for about 6 months. Yeah, it was, I even thought of, like, I said, like, I don't even know if I can still go back to running like this again, like this kind of running. And yeah, it was just very bad, but gave myself a little time to really think, and I said, no, I'm not giving up. So I'm I'm just gonna do all my best to recover. So finally, after about a year, I'm back into shape again, like this kind of shape, like racing shape, I would say. So yeah, I'm very very excited, and I did definitely a lot. I did pretty much everything for me to recover. Did a lot of physical therapy, a lot of strength exercises, and was just very like I was just really into this. Like I said, like I need to get back into my feet, so I need to do all my best, and I know I can still go back to this. So yeah, now I'm back into running, and I'm actually very very excited about it. So the other shoes that I actually was considering to use, I really thought of using the Nike Vaporfly 4%. Um, it's because like those shoes actually have more cushion, and you know I just needed like that cushion really like to protect my knee from the impact. And basically at this pace, like I would definitely need that like more protection for my knees just to be safe. But the problem is like when I was really about to order those shoes online about like a month ago, they were out of stock in my size at the website that I always buy my shoes. So I said like I was a little bit disappointed because I really needed those shoes for this. But I said like I guess this shoe would work, and I just really have to be very careful with my landing, or because I'm not 100% recovered from that injury, and I don't want it to come back. So I just need to be very careful with my run, because especially at this pace that I'm running at, like it's definitely gonna be very risky for me to injure my knee again. When we actually came here, honestly speaking, I was not really expecting, and I was just like seeing all of these cars back and forth, and I know that it's gonna be it's like Friday, and there could be like happening here in the school. So that's actually one of my worries. Just to make this long story short, like this thing almost didn't happen today because of this issue. But the good thing is like we waited for 30 minutes, and then like all of these cars were leaving, and then I said like we'll just give a shot. If we cannot pass that loop, like the section of the loop, then maybe we just have to do it the next time. Actually really glad that we waited, because I don't know if I can wait for another like couple weeks for this, because I'm just really very ready to do this. So this 40-minute barrier actually really existed in my mind for really a long time, and this is really the barrier that I would say like really obsessive, like really like breaking it. And before, like I really thought that like even just running close to this time is gonna be super hard, and which is very hard, but I just did not like make that like as a barrier in my mind. I said like I just need to figure out something, and it's just a matter of time before I can actually figure out something. Then maybe I can try to attempt to break this barrier. So yeah, I hit that halfway point of this run, 19 minutes and 19 seconds. So actually I just ran a 5k PR in a 10k run, and at this point actually what I'm thinking
Go, bada, bada, bada,
is
bada,
that
bada.
it actually gave me that nice boost that I'm really way on track for the sub 40, but at the same time, it's not very good to run a PR, like for example like this. If I still have to run like another half of this run.
Yeah, but we have about 10 more minutes.
I'm just like thinking like I just need to stay relaxed, and I still have like 5K to run, but when coming to this race, I actually already thought of like a really good strategy. So my plan is actually just to try to really stay within that pace and try to relax really as much as possible, and for me to really hit that halfway point like still feeling really good. And if my body, or if my rhythm would be like a little bit faster than the race pace, like I already told myself like there's no need for me to worry, because I know I'm getting like a really nice flow of this run, as long as I'm not pushing the pace, because like that would be like a little bit more comfortable, and at the same time I'm definitely within the pace that I'm running, like really to hit the like sub 40 pace. So yeah, that's why you see like I'm actually a little bit faster than the pace that I should be running at, but like I said from the start, like I was just trying to get that really nice rhythm, but as long as I'm not pushing it to hit that pace, like I said, I should be good at it. So yeah, that's what I'm actually really doing. Then like I said, when I hit that 5K mark, I'm actually like now mentally I'm changing my strategy. Now I'm just trying to like reach like 30-minute mark now. So this kind of strategy is actually like, for me, this is kind of like new strategy. I've never done this like before. So for me, it's just trying to get that more than 50% of the distance, and just trying to stay focused on that. And for me, like 30 minutes of this run, that's basically like almost 90% already of the time that I should be running at. So when I hit that point, like for me, the next like less than 10 minutes of this run is gonna be a little bit more of like just like a home stretch for me, because the hard part is already done. And I really did a lot of this in training. I actually did like at least like a couple training like runs like this. I will run like comfortably hard pace. So one of my specific runs are when I'm like putting the pace at like 6:58 per mile pace. So for me, that's actually like, that's kind of like my threshold pace. And of course, I don't do that a lot in training. I just do that once in a while. And for me, that feels pretty hard. And I'll try to hold the pace for 30 minutes. And for me, that feel, for me, it's more of like the mental thing than actually the physical. Because for me, I would definitely feel the pace, but at the same time, it's still really about 30 seconds or more slower than the pace that I should be running at. So it's really more of like trying to feel, like trying to replicate, what I'm gonna feel when I'm actually running this race. So yeah, I did a lot of that in training, and at this point, like I said, that's where I'm actually like focusing now. And for me, like, yeah, it's really like a really good strategy, especially for like races like this.
4 miles. 4 miles.
Only 2
And you see,
only 2.2 miles to go.
hit like mile 4, around 6:16, and now I'm actually just really settling down now, and I'm just really like within, you know, like just trying to get like that miles, and now like trying to stay relaxed, really trying to stay comfortable at this point, because you know, I'm really getting close to finishing this run, and yeah, as you can see there, like I'm checking my watch a lot. It's because like, of course, like I don't have like pacers, and I mean, like, I think it would be better if I would have pacers with me, but yeah, running this pace, definitely it's not my comfort zone at all. And yeah, like even though I'm running at a really nice flow, but there are actually some turns, like every time I do that turn, I kind of like the pace definitely fluctuates. So
Running so
for me,
fast.
sometimes it's now hard to tell at this point, like if I am still on pace, or maybe I'm slowing down more than, you know, like I just, honestly speaking, I just don't know. So that's why I really keep like checking my watch, making sure that
If you need
really I'm
water, we
within the
can hand
pace,
it
you know.
back to you.
And
No, I can't.
you can see here sometimes that I'm almost like dragging my feet a little bit. I'm actually just sometimes just really trying to reset, you know, the rhythm, because my legs like basically start to get like real tired, and they get so heavy. So that's why I do like, when you see me like see that, like I'm trying to, yeah, sometimes when you see me like kind of like trying to drag my feet or doing something like that, like I'm just really trying to reset my legs to get that nice flow, and I would try to push the pace a little bit just to get that, you know, like
She's not a princess.
that nice like stride again. Because at this point, like my legs are definitely getting really heavy, and especially of course like the pace that I'm running at, it's not easy at all. So I've got to be, I have to stay within my, you know, the pace. I just, you know, I'm definitely feeling the pace at this point. So now, and I'm actually now out of like water or like fluids there, and
You just have
honestly speaking, I think I really kind of like underestimated this attempt, because I did not really think that I would need that many bottles for this run, because I actually ran sometimes more than like 10K with just a small water bottle. But this run, I did not really think of it that, you know, I would, yeah, like that it would be like this hard. And I think I really underestimated this run, that, you know, I brought like 2 water bottles with me, one with just water and the other one with a little bit of like mix of Gatorade. And actually I was only like a mile in this run, and my throat really started to get very dry, and I said like, I'm just, you know, like this is not a good sign, because I'm starting to feel like so thirsty. And yeah, I think I took like some Gatorade at like halfway point of the race, or halfway point of this run, you know.
I'm so uncomfortable.
being a cameraman isn't always fun game.
What?
So now at this point of this run, I already I think passed 30 minutes,
Oh.
and now it just really feels that I'm
Wow.
just
No, like
on my
where?
way to actually like home stretch,
There.
because like I said, like that's my strategy, and I did all my best to just stay relaxed, and at this point I'm still in pretty good shape, but of course at the same time I'm really hurting, and I still have like I would say like more than a mile to go.
Full body shot. Let's go.
So right now
This is not
I'm
hard to
actually
get
feeling
John
so
on a
much
full
better,
body shot on this go.
because I do like a mile. For me, like a mile is basically not too long anymore. Of course, I do a lot of mile repeats, in training. If I'm doing like the marathon training or like longer distance training. So for me, mentally, that's not too long anymore. Because, like I said, like I do that a lot in training. But of course, at the same time, I'm not being so confident about like that I only have like this much left, because I know there's still a lot of things could happen, because the race is not done yet, and I always know that if I start like maybe pushing the pace way too early, and I might like fall apart in the end. And at this point, this is where I'm running at like an uncharted territory, even though I'm feeling pretty good, but at the same time I need to be very careful with my pacing, of course, because the race is not done yet. And yeah, as you can see, like I keep checking my watch, even though I know that I'm on pace, but it's just hard to say because I don't have any pacers, and it's hard for me to just stay relaxed. And sometimes I do that in the race, and like I just noticed, like sometimes I would see that the pace is actually like slowing down real bad, that I just don't know. So
Where do you get those?
yeah, it's a little bit stressful, but that's the way I can do it right now. So
Don't stick that up your nose, Uriah. It's not good. You could get boo-boo. Last mile.
yeah, I just hit that
Only 1.2 miles.
mile 5.
Something.
So I ran like 6 minutes and 21 seconds, which is still like definitely inside the race pace, and I'm feeling real good about it, because now of course I only have about like 1.2 miles left, and yeah, like I said, like now it's getting even better and better mentally, but yeah, at this point I am definitely hurting.
Go, John, John, go!
But no screaming.
That wasn't a scream, that was a cheer.
I can't tell the difference. Ow, ow, ow.
Well, I guess Ben isn't hungry for breakfast because he has given 0 suggestions.
I can eat at home. Aren't you taking me home after this?
Am I taking you home? Never.
And
Oh gosh.
like I said, like I can like my right foot is actually feeling the ground more, and I am now actually starting to kind of like maybe, I think at this point I was already starting to kind of like push the pace a little bit,
You're not gonna make that flight.
just to get that, like just to break that rhythm that I've been running for a while. So you can see that I'm pumping my arms, like I'm really working on my arms because my legs are starting to get real heavy, and yeah, I'm still trying to stay relaxed.
I'm going to Florida.
And yeah, at this point, like it's kind of like in my mind that I'm excited,
I know, because I
but at the
wasn't.
same time
I was
nervous
going to
because
Florida.
the race is not over yet.
Florida.
And
Yeah, Florida.
yeah, like I'm just Like
house.
that's just in my mind. Like
You're going to be
it's
banished
battling
to
in
the
my
basement
mind that
bed with the corpse.
you know we're not done yet.
Oh no.
Go, John John. Go, John John. It ain't your birthday, but still go, John John.
Why do they keep bouncing out of my hands?
Last 1K.
Yay!
That's 1,000 meters.
That's a lot of meters. Last kilometer. Last kilometer.
You notice I'm on my last kilometer, so I'm just really starting to gather myself here together because I'm just really finishing the race now, and
You go down now.
yeah, I'm really tired at this point. So yeah, back to what I'm saying, like yeah, this barrier has been in my mind for a while, and now that's basically just one thing in my mind. Like I'm just gonna try to hold this space, and I'm really gonna do all my best to break this barrier today, and that's what I'm doing right now. And you know, it's not easy, but I know it's gonna be possible. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Like I'm probably down to like a couple minutes, and I just wanna let you guys watch and hear them like cheering on me maybe. So yeah, here's the last like couple minutes of the race.
Go, John John.
You're almost done.
You got it.
Just like a few hundred meters. Something.
I know.
My legs and back are so aching right now.
More cereal. Some milk. Oh, we have to go home to get cereal. Get some milk. For now. More cereal.
No. Just told us.
About 1,000 meters. Pushing it.
Yes, one is fast like lightning. Need a car to catch up with him. He's so fast.
Should be almost done.
$39 sharp. $39 sharp.
This camera died. It said that it reaches a recording max.
Alright, it's okay.
It's
38.50. Can you get it from me?
very close because that's like wide eye, I think.
You
Can
good?
you get closer?
Can you move it really close down?
Oh, sorry. Safe.
One new record. Fastest 10K.
All right.
Well, hold
Can you
on.
still see it, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard because this is like the GoPro. It's kind of wide-eyed.
Okay. All right.
This is
The official camera actually died at like I would say like 30 minutes in the run. The good thing though is like I had like a backup camera, like I put the GoPro on the top of it because I wasn't really sure if the camera can actually like go that long, because I've never tried it before. I'm glad that I actually put like a backup camera on the top, or I would not capture the final clip of this run. And my official time, to be more clear, because of course the GoPro is a little bit dark, my official time is 38 minutes and 51 seconds. I'm just truly grateful to God for this opportunity. And yeah, I also just want to mention and acknowledge my amazing support system. My wife, of course, like, which is driving the car around. Also Uriah, like I would say my biggest fan, and was like cheering me and stuff like that. Of course, Ben, the cameraman, which is he did like a really amazing job. I know it was not easy to hold the camera for 40 minutes, but he actually did it, and it was just an amazing thing, and they're basically the biggest part of this success. I'm just really thankful for this. And yeah, I have like a really big PR, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next episode.